Welcome to the video covering the port cost management. During a voyage, the vessel calls ports either for cargo operations, supplies, crew changes, or repairs and other operations. The crude oil is transported from the production side to the refineries for processing. Refineries convert crude oil into usable petroleum products. Water and land-based terminals generally receive refined petroleum products by pipelines, tankers, or barges. The main role of terminals in the distribution chain is to provide temporary storage for refined products. A tanker can load or discharge cargo in refineries, oil terminals, or via ship-to-ship transfer. When berthing at a port is needed, there are standard actions that take place. A port agent is appointed by the operator ashore to secure paper clearances and port documentation and also provide port operation information, including regulations and port facility fees. Depending on the port and vessel's size, a pilot might be needed to ensure safe maneuvering in the port. When the vessel is about to enter the port, tugboats approach for guidance and safety purposes. Safe navigation implies the use of lighthouses and radio beacons, water depth information, warning notices, and buoys. Once the vessel is secured alongside the terminal, the mooring process and the cargo manifold preparation are initiated. The pilot disembarks and the quarantine and customs officers board to assure that the conditions do not pose a threat of medical infections and epidemics to the port, and that all goods on board are known and their transfer ashore is allowed under lawful control. Then a terminal representative, cargo surveyors, and other authorities come on board to clear and oversee the cargo operation. Port call optimization implies reducing the ship's waiting time and improving the utilization of port facilities. Important information is exchanged between the port and the captain in real time using satellite, internet connectivity, and electronic communications. For example, better information on berths availability enables just-in-time arrival, and preparing manifolds on the correct side in advance reduces the wait time at port. The port costs vary significantly among different ports and depend also on the vessel size as well as the port stay duration. The Disbursements Account team is responsible for reviewing the port expenses on behalf of the vessel's owner. At the prefixing stage, the Disbursements Account team provides the chartering department with all necessary port expense estimations and negotiates agreements and discounts with service providers to minimize the port expenses. Once the voyage is fully fixed, the team reviews the charter party for specific terms and checks the pro forma disbursement account, PDA, which is the estimated expense form. The disbursements analyst negotiates also with the agent to achieve lower fees, then appoints the service providers needed in all ports related to the voyage and ensures that payments are completed prior to port arrival. Several port tariffs are sensitive to the arrival time and the port stay duration. For example, charges are higher if the vessel arrives within the weekend. Thus, to save additional costs, the disbursements team informs the vessel's operator to adjust the vessel's speed and arrival plan if possible. Upon completion of port operation, the disbursements team reviews the final disbursement account, FDA, and verifies that all received invoices are aligned with timings and facts reported by the captain. Last but not least, any items that, according to the charter party, are for charterers' accounts are noted to be rebilled. Similar steps are followed by the disbursements team when the voyage includes canal transits. This brings us to the end of the video on port cost management.